This is Andrew Welch from NY Studio 107, and today I'd like to show you a feature in the SEOmatic plugin for Craft CMS called SEOmetrics. And essentially what this lets you do is it lets you measure how effective the SEO is for your page. So after you've used SEOmatic and you've put in all of that lovely meta information, one really good question is, well, how good of a job have I done with it? Right? So the first thing that I would say is you can use Google's structured data testing tool and just plug in the URL for the site that you're looking at. And we can take a look at the structured data that it's actually created. So this is the web page. And what you're really seeing here is that Google really is understanding all of this awesome meta information that we put on the page. It's seeing a web page, it's seeing a breadcrumb list, it's seeing our article, it's saying there's an error, but that's just something that I didn't fix. It's not SEOmatic's fault. Then there's a website entity. It's saying that this is a financial service, and finally we've got a place. So this is showing you that Google, in scanning this page, is finding all this stuff. And when it's finding this stuff, this is all of the information that it is learning and adding to its knowledge graph about the actual website. And as I think should be pretty clear, this is going to be a lot more effective than Google just trying to parse random text that's on the page and figure out what stuff is, right? So that's the first thing. You can run it through Google Structured Data Testing Tool, take a look at it, see the lovely structured data that it's reading in there. And the other thing is that you can use a feature built into SEOmatic called SEOmetrics. So this is an actual live site. This is just a blog, standard blog. So let's look at it from the back end. So here is the blog entry. And if we go to live preview, we'll see our nice craft live preview of the web page and see all the blog stuff that's on it. Now, if you see this little icon in the corner, this is the SEOmetrics feature in SEOmatic. And what it does is, during live preview, it will do analysis on your entire page. And it will take a look at it and tell you what it thinks is good and bad from an SEO point of view. And these are all just kind of tips, so if you really disagree with something, feel free to ignore it. But it's a good way to kind of get an overview of the page and what SEOmatic thinks you're doing well and maybe not so well. So here it's telling us that our title tag may not be long enough, and I would agree with that. Going on your own dime probably should be a little bit longer. It says it likes our meta description. Doesn't like that we have 4 H1 tags. I know some people have opinions on this, but really a good practice is to just have 1 H1 tag on the page. Same thing with the hierarchy of H1 tags. You really don't want to have the 4 H1 tags in there, and you want to make sure you're using the other heading tags appropriately. All of our images have alt attributes, which is good, both for accessibility and also for Google understanding what it could be. And then it's telling us the percentage of human readable text on the page versus all the lovely markup that we have on there, and saying that's okay. Anything with a little exclamation point next to it is basically just informational. It's saying that using the text rank algorithm, these are the keywords that it thinks are most prominent on this page. So you can use this when you are considering rewriting your content or making sure your content reflects what you really think it should be. Then we have a textual analysis. Is telling us how long the actual content is, about how long it's going to take to read. And then it does various, there are a whole ton of reading scores out there in terms of how readable it is, I'm sorry. And what I usually do is just take a look at it and make sure it looks reasonable. There's usually some variance in terms of how each test determines it. So I would just kind of look at the aggregate of it, and if it looks reasonable, then I think we're kind of good to go. So that's all well and good, but what if we're actually trying to optimize this page for a particular thing? In this case, the subject is poker, so we can type in poker as a keyword that we want to focus on and hit analyze. And now it's going to be showing us the statistics for this particular focus keyword. So it's saying that the focus keyword does not appear in the title tag. That's true, it doesn't, and it probably should. That's an influencing factor for SEO. The focus keyword does not appear in the URL. Again, that's something that is somewhat of a factor and would be easy to fix. It's saying it appears in the description, which is great. It's saying that it doesn't appear in any of our H1 tags, which, again, if we fix the title, it would probably fix that. And it's saying that the word poker appears in a link that goes to another page. So it's essentially saying, well, this page is about poker, but it's also referring to another page saying it's about poker. So that might be something that we might want to look at. It's saying that the keyword is not used in any of our image tags, which perhaps we might want it to be. And finally, the last two things is it's saying that it is a highly ranked keyword from the keywords extracted from the page, and it's telling us that it appears on the page a bunch of times. So that's great. We can also do this in combination. So we can do poker, we can do house, and let's pick something completely different like, I don't know, avocado. I don't even know how to spell avocado, so I won't do that. We'll do apple. And we hit analyze. And what it will actually do is give us this breakdown for each of our focus keywords. So we did okay with poker. If we fix the title tag, that would fix the URL as well as the headings. For house, we did less well. It's not really appearing. It's not particularly relevant. And apple is the same thing. The only good thing about it is it's not appearing in a link to another page. So I just wanted to show you this kind of nifty feature of SEOmatic. This is really helpful in terms of the content writers, so they can do a sanity check on the material that they are producing. And if they're targeting specific keywords, maybe you've got Google AdWords, or you've got other things that you really want this thing to be picked up by, you can then use this information to go back and revise the content of the page to make it a little bit better from an SEO point of view. Hope that was helpful. Have a good day.